Guess who you are. You're dark, and you're bashful, you're sleepy, you're sneezy, and you're happy and dopey, and you must be grumpy. When Snow White told the dwarfs about the queen's plan to kill her, they decided that she should stay with them. "We're asking for trouble," huffed Grumpy. "But we can't let her get caught by that wicked queen, said Doc. The others agreed. That night, after supper, they all sang and danced and had merry music. Bashful played the concertina. Happy tapped the drums. Sleepy tooted his horn. Grumpy played the organ. And Dopey wiggled his ears. Snow White loved her new friends, and she felt safe at last. Meanwhile, the queen had learned from her mirror that Snow White was still alive. With a magic spell, she turned herself into an old peddler woman. She filled a basket with apples, putting a poisoned apple on top. "One bite," she cracked, "and Snow White will sleep forever. Then I'll be the fairest in all the land." The next morning, before they left for the mine, the dwarves warned Snow White to be on her guard. "Don't let nobody or nothing in the house," said Grumpy. "Oh, Grumpy," said Snow White, "you do care. I'll be careful, I promise." She kissed him and the others goodbye, and the dwarves went cheerfully off to work. A few minutes later, the queen came through the kitchen window. "Making pies, dearie?" she asked. "It's apple pies the men love. Here, take one of these." She held the poisoned apple out to Snow White. Snow White remembered the dwarf's warning, but the woman looked harmless and the apple looked delicious. Snow White bit the apple. Then, with a sigh, she fell on the floor. Told by the birds and animals that something was wrong, the dwarfs raced back to the cottage. They saw the queen sneaking off, and they ran after her. As storm clouds gathered and the rain began to fall, the dwarfs chased the queen to the top of a high rocky mountain. There was a flash of lightning, and the evil queen fell to her doom below. But it was too late for Snow White. She was so beautiful, even in death, that the dwarves could not bear to part with her. They built her a coffin of glass and gold, and day and night they kept watch over their beloved princess. One day, a handsome prince came riding through the forest. As soon as he saw Snow White, he fell in love with her. Kneeling by her coffin, he kissed her. Snow White sat up, blinked, and smiled. The prince's kiss had broken the evil spell. And the dwarfs danced with joy. The prince carried Snow White off to his castle, where they lived happily ever after. The end.